YouTube? Back at it again with another banger video. This time, by popular demand, we're going to be taking a look at this anthology that I was a part of called Xomik book or comic book. I have a lot of, I don't know if I would say criticisms, but things I would change about this book if I could go back and do it again. The thing is this was a big group of people. Everyone had their own ideas. We had a Discord server where everyone was talking over each other. And when you're in a group this big, I mean, let's just take a look at these are all the artists involved in this book. You have a group this big, your voice is going to be drowned out a little bit. You know, not everyone's idea is going to be used. So I didn't really message a lot. I submitted the story and then just kind of said, you know, whatever happens, happens, you know. So I wasn't very involved in the making of this because of that, because I realized, you know, that my voice wasn't really going to be heard. So my first critique, I would say, is the name. I don't like the name. Pick a name that people can read, that people know how to pronounce. Also, it gets very dark over here, and they have some writing in black. I'm not sure if you can even read that. It says, "and many more." But it's such a dark purple with black ink on top of it that it really blends in. And it's just kind of poor planning, I would say, poor book design. If you flip it over, I actually like the back cover a lot more. It's of like a zombie artist getting his brain fried under the lamp. And I really wish that this was the main cover. But enough about the cover. Let's open it up. Again, I'll let you get a good look at the people involved. While editing this, I realized I forgot to mention something about this table of contents page. So if you see, you have people's names and the page number that their story begins on. But it doesn't tell you what story that they did, and the pages themselves don't have page numbers on them. So if you're reading the book and you find a story you like and you want to know who drew it, then you have to count every page leading up to that page to know what page you're on, and then look back at the table of contents to see who drew it. Why not just put numbers on the pages? It's not that hard. It could not be that hard to just put little numbers on the pages, or to put the story name by each person's name. I don't know. Anyways, back to the video. There are some great artists involved in this, I will say. You know, this was a book created for people who had never been published before, or people who had a hard time finding a place for their work. So, you know, there are a lot of, you know, amateur artists just starting out, a lot of people, this is their first printed work. So we'll go through and I'll try and show every page just so you can see each artist's story, and you could pause it if you want to read it. I don't think anybody's going to be worried that, you know, I'm showing this on YouTube, because this book has been out for a couple years now. This is my story. I covered it in another video, so you can go watch that one if you want to hear me talk about it. So let's get past this one. This is a character called Snake Johnson. It's a snake with like a buff upper body. And I'm jealous. I wish I had come up with this character. I love that character design. Moving on. I like this. I like this art. A lot of people went for a sci-fi or space or cosmic theme. You know, I did space time. This person did this outer space story. There's another story about an astronaut in here. One of my suggestions that obviously went unheeded was that we make it space themed and, you know, have like a bit of a through line through the book. But Instead, everyone just did their own thing, and it is a mishmash of different genres. And you're gonna see there's different stories for different demographics. I mean, there's like, you know, stories that are kid friendly, and there's stories that definitely are not kid friendly, and stuff that I may get flagged for on YouTube. Hopefully I don't. Hopefully I fly under the radar. Get this stick man. This is a really bizarre one, because I'm not even sure what this person's using to get like these effects. It's very digital and kind of looks like a deep fried meme in some panels. Who is the Snoop? I like this one. This one's funny. It's about Honky the goose, and it's a pretty funny little strip. Weird dimensions. There's like a big white gutter there where it's like the you know, the page wasn't the right proportions, so it left like a bar of white there. Anyway, again, this is a lot of people's first time, so they it was a learning experience for all of us. This is the astronaut story I was talking about, Mind Bomb. I really like the coloring on this one, and the art and the drawing. But the let's see, there's like 3 colors: the blue, pink, and orange. There's a lot of detail going on there. It's great style. I would like to see more of this artist. World champion. It's a boxing story. This is called Rafferty I Hate Mondays. And yeah, I don't really know what to make of this one. He has a growth on his foot, this character does, that looks like Gary Coleman, and that's a pretty good likeness of Gary Coleman. Right there. Also, like, whatever this is, I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Okay, this is another character that I really like. Actually, this is the same artist, but not the character. This is the character. So this is Nugget, and you should go check out the Instagram page that posts these Nugget comics, because they're all wordless. They're all really good and really colorful, fun to read. This looks very professional. This one, Charlie and Bingo. Charlie Street and Bingo Avenue, called Jamie's Party. This looks like it could be something from Webtoons, I think. This person is definitely good enough to be published, and I could see them doing like a kid's comic. But again, it's like kind of a childlike or kid-friendly drawing, but with maybe adult humor. Which there's an audience for that. A lot of people like that sort of thing. Here's a one-pager called Christ Puncher, where it's a dude who looks like RoboCop punching Jesus. I don't know. It seems a little bit edgelord to me, but it's a good drawing. It's good coloring. This is kind of a creepy story. Scary, scary art. And I don't know what's going on here. Bad guy. If you're a bad guy, label yourself as such. Identify yourself. You know, we've got too many people in this world who are going around being bad people and not wearing the appropriate uniform. The appropriate uniform being a pink shirt that says bad guy on it. I like this reference to the Nirvana cover of Nevermind. I really like this story. This guy has a YouTube channel that I follow. You should also look it up. Jurassic Jasic. His more so than his art, the most identifiable part of his comics are definitely the color palette. Without even seeing the line art, I mean, you could just show me the colors, and it's so unique. Like throughout this whole book, like this color palette really stands out. And it's another good wordless comic, just like the Nugget story. Reminds me of someone like Jim Woodring. This is a funny story. This reminds me of maybe Cuphead or something like it. Like these two characters, they're fruits. Nani the non-binary berry and Byron the bi-curious pear, making jokes that they're fruits who are fruity. You know, it's funny. It's a clever joke. You see a gun that's gay conversion therapy ray with the gay conversion therapy marked out, and it will defruitify them or take their fruit essence away. Yeah, this is an interesting art style. Again, it's like not the right dimensions for a comic. You know, you're left with like these borders, but I really like the art style. It's kind of like a hieroglyphic type of writing. Looks like wingdings to me. And this one also looks professional. I mean, this could be Wallace and Gromit cameo. The Book Detective, Quackinator, and the Aggressive Soccer Ball. It has these credits as story drawings, but also digital imaging. I'm not sure what that means. Could that be the gradients in the background? Is that what that means? Because that's it. I guess that's the only thing it could mean. This one has a lot of different textures on it. I like that. I'm not sure if this was done digitally, like adding these different textures, or if they were actually, you know, like scanning in different things and masking them in Photoshop. I think this is the last one. And the back interior cover is a collage. I love collage. If you know me, if there's one thing you know about me, it's that I love doing a collage, and I'm going to put it in a book. So I'm glad that someone did it. I didn't do this one, but I really like it. I tried to find out who did put that together, but we have the cover, Andy Buandy, and the back cover is Anthony. I'm not going to try and say his last name. But yeah, that's Xomik book, and a cautionary tale of getting involved with an anthology with so many people in it. I mean, it really was like herding cats, I'm sure. The people who were running this, I feel, you know, my sympathies to them. I think they've done some since this came out, but I wasn't a part of it. I decided, like, if I'm going to be a part of a book, it needs to be like a smaller group of people with fewer artists. That way, you know, you can have your voice heard and your opinions can make a difference. Does that make me a control freak? Probably. That's probably an accurate thing to call me. Guilty. But that's all, I guess. That's all I got to say. Leave a comment, like this video, subscribe, everything else. And thank you for watching. Bye.